Hey there everyone, this is Chef MKT, yada yada yada. Okay, so now we have this save file here, which is the one that I was using, I think. Yes, I was. Now, this is going to be a little bit complicated here, because I'm using 3 parties here. I'm using every character I have for this. And I'm going to show you every single character setup, skill trees, and attacks to bring in. So yeah, you're going to have to follow very carefully. So, in my first party I have Yugi, Cerno, Nitori, Sakia, Regalia, and Aya as my commander. Equipment. Yugi, we have her 8th tier weapon, the Galaxy. Then we have just whatever shield you have, just lying around. Yugi's 4th tier armor, once again not exactly required, but whatever, just get her defense as high as possible. Then we have an anti-blunt accessory, just for kicks. Anti-slash accessory, just for kicks. And plus 5 bombs, so she has 12 bombs, she can use her free step 6 times. Then we have Cerno. We have the rod that we found in stage 3 in the expansion, so that's 40 magic attack right there. I didn't put a shield on her because it's not really required. Just whatever armor you have. I've got plus 10% ice damage here, plus 10 magic attack, and plus 7 vit. Cerno's not going to be much of an attacker in this. She's more of a, what would you call it? She's more of like the fuel for ice manipulation in the first part of the fight. You'll see why later. So, Nitori, luckily for me, with the exploring through stage 27, I picked up her Nitori's 7th tier crafting item. So I managed to get enough for the 8th tier, the Shade 2010. That's pretty nice. And then we have an anti-fire shield here, just because, why not? And just some regular armor here, not really interesting. Plus 4 strength, plus 10 physical attack, plus 20 physical attack, so she's going to be doing some damage. Now Sakia. This is her 8th tier sword, the New Bell Ice Sword. Then we have the Ogre Shield, I think this is called, plus 10% damage on physical attacks or whatever. I'm still using her 2nd tier armor, so, you know, I'm really trying to be economical here and be efficient as possible in terms of grinding. And then all of these accessories are MP accessories, because you really want Sakia to have a big MP pool for this part, because Sakia is going to be dealing the bulk of the damage. Then we have Regalia, we have an 8th tier weapon, once again. Then I just have a small shield. This also happens to give 5% damage on weapon attacks, so that's pretty nice. And then just a regular small armor, doesn't matter. 60 accuracy, don't need it, to be quite honest. I'm going to replace it with something useful. Something useful would be nice. What should I replace it with? Oh, I know. The Element Guard. Why the hell not? Then we have 30 evasion, 20 evasion, so, you know, she's not the main damage dealer, but she's going to be doing at least some damage with a high attack power, so that's quite nice. And Aya as a commander, once again, she's the same as always, so just give her a character-specific armor, that gives her plus 1 bomb, and I've got a plus 3 bomb accessory to give me 12 bombs, okay? That's my first party. You got that? This is my first party. Whoops. And in the poison shield formation, Yugi's in the front, okay? Got it? Good. Okay, second party, so that goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and no commander. Okay, so my party for this part is Litos, Sanae, Raisen, Patchouli, and Satori. No commander. Actually, go back one step. I only showed you my equipment for the first party, didn't I? Right, skill trees. As you can see with Yugi, max out this skill tree, max out this skill tree, 20 points here, 8 points, well, however many strength you need to get to 99 strength, then don't put any more. Then I'll put the rest into Dex, just because, why not? That's probably a bad idea. Let's put it into HP and Defense, why not? That sounds good. Cool. Okay, now that's settled. So no skill tree. We have maxed out this skill tree here, for more, I don't know, what is this for? I don't know, who cares. Then we max out this skill tree for more magic attack power. Then we max out this skill tree for some weird reason. I don't know why. I just did. That sounds a bit useless. Hey, you know what? Get rid of that. Let's put it into this skill tree, because that gives me 20% HP extra. Because that sounds pretty darn useful, wouldn't you say? That's better. Now Notori, 16 points into here to get 50% damage boost on elemental attacks. Max out this skill tree for more attack power. 10 points into here to get the -1 cooldown on on physical attacks, sorry. Max out this skill tree to get Irradiate. So that's good. 10 strength here, and then the rest of the points can go into whatever you want. I'm going to put it into mid. Okay, so Sakia. Max out this skill tree, good. Max out this skill tree, good. 20 points here, good. It's up to you where you want to put the rest of your points, but definitely put 10 points into strength. And then, well, as you can see here, I split my points up. I've got 10 points here, and then I've got 3 points here. Whatever. Regalia. Max out this skill tree. More attack power. Max out this skill tree. Accuracy and evasion and perfect dodge. 20 points here to get more physical attack power on your weapon. On your unique weapon, sorry. And then rest of the points into strength. Got it? Good. Attacks. Yugi. You're going to be only using free step, always, so you only need that. Sono. You don't need perfect freeze. You don't need diamond blizzard. You need -K. You need this roll attack during cooldown on -K. You don't need that. You probably need magic reflect just in case. For this, I have the this thing is. It's the party optical camouflage. It's basically a starlight barrier. Okay, so bring this along. Very useful. Bring in the elemental weapon for Notori, and then you have Irradiate. Cool. Sakia, you don't need that. You just need Private Square, Mysterious Jack, Jack the Ripper, and you don't need that. Regalia, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't even need this. You just need your strongest spell card attack, which in my case is Scarlet Meister. If your Regalia is level 90, you'd have access to Scarlet Destiny. So use whichever one you want. And then you have this during cooldown on your spell cards. And that is all. Now I can switch parties. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, if you're wondering, if you want to change your party or your characters around in your order, you just press Y, and then you just switch. Okay. And okay, equipment. Litos. Sorry, my chair's breaking again. 8th tier rapier. You probably don't need this, quite honestly. You're probably better off with a rod, but you know what? Whatever. And then I have this shield here. It gives me star resist to blunt attacks when it activates, 216 physical defense, 40 chance of activation, 67 status resist. If you recall, in the first game, I made this shield specifically when I fought Anastasis. So yeah, that's why I'm using it, because it's there. And then this is Litos' 4th tier armor, very useful. It's basically a medium armor version of the A muscle, which is very nice. Then we have Dragon Scales, the regular kind. Very nice. 30 physical defense and +1 bombs. I don't even need +1 bombs, to be quite honest. Let's get rid of that. Let's put something more meaningful there. Let's give her 30 magic defense. So that makes her a very good tank. Sanae, you need her 7th tier weapon, or 8th tier if you want. You need to have something with lethal poison, okay? That is one important thing you need to note for this part. So then I just gave her a regular shield, obsidian armor, upgraded version of Dragon Scales, 30 status resist, 60 induction. Very important that you have a fairly high induction on your Sanae, because you are going to be using lethal poison. So with Ryzen, I just had the Kusanagi sword because I didn't have anything else better. If you have Ryzen's 3rd or 4th tier weapon, you might as well use that, just because. Then I just gave her a shield. I gave her the Dragon Mail, just because I could. Then I put on an anti-earth accessory on her. So this decreases earth damage by 75%. Then we have an anti-slash accessory, which I found in stage 20. Once again, I explained this before. You don't need to have this. Quite frankly, I'm pretty sure you don't need it, but I just put it on just in case Ryzen gets attacked. And 20 status resist. Patchouli. anti-earth accessory, 40 magic attack accessory, 15 intelligence accessory. The fire robe that I crafted from before from my Cerno gives me plus 20% damage on fire attacks. So yep, that's pretty important. And I gave her the anti-earth shield. It's a really crap one, but might as well. And then I crafted the fire and ice rod. So that gives me plus 25% damage on fire and ice attacks. That's pretty great actually. And 32 magic attacks. So probably a good idea to definitely get this rod for your patchouli. It helps a lot. Then I have Satori's 8th tier eye. So that gives me 25 reduction, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what this does, okay? Then I have an anti-earth shield here as well, but this is the better one. Then I have Satori's... Is this a 3rd tier or 4th tier armor? I forget. But it doesn't matter. Just put whatever you have on her. Then anti-earth accessory once again. You can probably see a theme here. The second part of the fight has earth attacks. Just saying, man. Anti-slash, just in case, and 20 physical defense. And we're back to that. So that's my second party equipment. Now for skill trees. I'm sorry this is taking a long time, but for those of you that have been watching my videos, you know I'm forced to do this. As well as I've seen Japanese people play this on Nico, and it really annoys me when people don't show their setups. Okay? But at least in Japanese, you're like, oh, you can just pause the video and look at it. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to have someone explain the logic behind their setup. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. If you don't care about it, you can probably skip to whatever part that I put down in the description. Say, oh, skip to this time if you want to just get to the fight, which would probably be in the next video, to be quite honest at this rate. Anyway, so I've got 20 points here, more bombs, -1 spell card cooldown. Max out this skill tree for maximum magic attack damage. Max out this skill tree because you want to have Litos be a tank, gives you 50 auto regen, and 50 holy barrier. And then, yeah, 9 points in intelligence, and then I just shove my rest of my points into here because this gives me a -1 on physical attack or something. It doesn't matter. As long as you have this skill tree, this skill tree, this skill tree, pretty much maxed out, you should be fine. Next, Sanae. So I maxed out these 3 skill trees here for obvious reasons. This is for my buffing. To be quite honest, I don't need that many points, because the MP consumption on Sanae is negligible, to be quite honest. Sanae Revive, 100% HP. I probably do need that. That's good, because this gives me status resist, HP, and so on, which is quite nice. That should not be required, I don't think. Well, 3 points there for the 10 status resist is quite nice, actually. Nothing interesting in this skill tree. I need Dex. Definitely need Dex. That gives me more induction. You know what? Let's put that 25 points back there. So I have maxed out these 3 skill trees. 10 points into Dex to get more induction. Then I'll put my spare points into here. Okay? And then had an extra point, I got +5 speed just for the hell of it. Okay, next. Ryson. Max out this skill tree because it gives me more damage when there's any debuffs or status effects on the enemy. That gives me more damage. Max out this skill tree for the Slayer effects, plus more bombs, etc. Max out this skill tree because I have the Kusanagi sword on. Then I've got 2 points here to get 15 status resist and 1 point here to get more status resist. That's about it. Ryson doesn't do a lot in the second part of the fight. She's just there. Okay, Patchouli, the same as always. Max out these 3 skill trees. Shove points to intelligence and put the rest of my points into my rod skill tree. Okay, Satori. I maxed out this skill tree for the hell of it, because -25% MP consumption on your learned attacks is quite nice. Then I put max points here for my debuffing skill tree, because, well, she's not going to be debuffing, she's going to be buffing my party. Then I maxed out this skill tree here to get more MP and -2 cooldown on magic attacks, or magic skills rather. And then I got 10 points here just for the hell of it. I don't even need this. I don't even need that. I'm going to shove this into Vitality. That makes it more useful, I think. So that's done. Attacks. Litos. You don't need that. you just need Pegasus Meteor attack, Stone Shower, and whatever this thing is. I think that's energy something. I forget what the attack is called, sorry. Now, note, if your Litos is level 95, she gets an attack called Cosmic Supercluster. This attack is very good. It does 9,999 fixed damage on everything. And I do believe that includes bosses as well. So if your Litos is level 95, you're going to have a very easy time. And quite frankly, I might actually put Litos in the third party, and then have my Marissa go into the second party. That's my thinking. If your Litos is level 95, mine isn't, obviously, so she's gonna be stuck in the second party. Okay, Sane. We have attack up, good. Status resist up, good. Magic attack up, good. HP up, good. Single target heal, good. Party wide full heal, and I do believe this recovers. No, just a party full heal. Cool, that's cool. Ryson, you're useless. Get rid of that. I have too many attacks here. You might want to bring in this attack because it dispels the enemy when you hit him. If you hit him, so bring that in just in case. Then I have this attack for AoE. I don't need that. Go away. I just have Dragon Fang Strike for a single target just in case. And I have Lunatic Red Eyes because it's a full screen attack and does pretty good damage. Now, my Patchouli is really fire orientated, as you can see. You probably don't need this, but I have it just in case. So we have the spell card fire variant. We have the medium fire variant, the large fire variant, and the single target variant. And then we have active elemental. Okay, Satori, you don't need Meteor. I can tell you that much, you do not need Meteor. That is a very stupid idea. What do you need then? Yeah, actually, I'll give you Holy. There it is. Holy, single target light attack. That sounds pretty good. Then we have Magic Barrier, Shield Wall, and whatever this thing is called, +1. I forget what it's called, sorry, I know someone mentioned it before, but it's been a while. This gives you physical defense up for your entire party, so that's why I don't have the physical defense buff on my Sane, because my Satori will do that for me. And then we have AoE heal, and then we have refresh. Cool. So that's my second party done. Almost there, folks, and as you can see, my Litos is in front, everyone else is in the back. Last party, almost there, folks, and then we can actually start this thing. Alice, Yomo, Raimu, Marissa, Byakuran, and Mako as my commander. Equipment. Alice. Excalibur. On. Aegis Shield. A Muscle. High Ribbon. And these two accessories here. I forget what it's called, but I know it has the character 8 in them. That's 8. And that's 8. The two add accessories. Something. So, as you can see here, Star Resistance is basically everything except for Mystic. 100 HP auto regen, which is nice. If I could, I would get the Vivi Anzu Excalibur. Actually, I might go check right after this if I can actually make that. Because I did some off-screen grinding after that little segment before. Ultimate Weapon, as you can see here, my Yoma has 412 accuracy. Quite frankly, it's still not high enough, but it's what I have. I might as well stick with it. AP Shield. I have this armor here that gives me resistance against Pierce, because the normal attack the third form has for the last boss is actually Pierce, apparently. Plus 10 strength, plus 40 physical attack, plus 15 strength. As you can see here, my Yoma has 98 strength now, and a crapload of attack power. Bloody great. Ramu, 8th tier stick. And a random shield. This protects against all attacks. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter what your characters have on for the last part of the fight, but you might as well be prepared just in case. Then we have the Hades armor, anti-mystic accessory, anti-dark accessory, and the standard ribbon. Marissa has her 8th tier broom. Then we have a shield, anti-mystic shield. Then we have the Thunder Robe, plus 20% damage on lightning attacks. Completely useless, but I just have it on for the defense value. 20 physical, no, 20 magic attack power. Wow. Anti-mystic accessory once again. Of course, this gives me weaknesses to the 3 weapon attributes, but that's okay. I can deal with that. And plus 10 intelligence. Biakran has 8th tier scroll, auto barrier, anti-mystic armor, 20% damage reduction from all attacks, 30% damage reduction from all attacks, and the anti-dark accessory gives me weakness to light, but doesn't matter because the last enemy, or the last form of the boss doesn't use light attacks, and I have a Mako as my commander. Skill trees. Alice. Max out this skill tree, this one and this one. 3 points here to get +1 bomb. Rest of my points into vitality. Done. Yomo, I spread out my points a little bit here. Max out this skill tree because you're going to be using this sword stance. 5 points here to get a bomb. This is your last priority, by the way. Next priority, get 16 points here to get 40 attack power. Next priority, at least 7 points here to get -1 cooldown on spell cards. 20 points here to get more attack power and accuracy. 10 points into strength. Now, get as much HP as possible on your Yomu, so having at least 10 points here is great. Okay? I have 13 here because I think this gives me plus 20% casting speed on my spell cards, I think. And then my last points went into here to get an extra bomb. Actually, I don't even need that. I'm going to put it into Dex to get more accuracy. My Yomu has 422, that's actually okay, I think. Rainbow skill tree. Okay. First 3 skill trees, maxed. This one, and this one. This one, max it out as much as possible. Ideally, you want to get 20 or 25, but my Rainbow's not high enough, obviously. So I just have 16 here. Marissa, you're going to be sticking with Mystic Element attacks, so max out your Laser skill tree, max out your Mushroom skill tree for double casting, max out this skill tree for cooldowns on sparks and making your sparks stronger, as well as more bombs. Rest of the points go into intelligence. You know what? I don't even want that point there. I'm going to have this point in my rod, in my broom. No, rod. Broom. Why the hell not? Biakran. Biakran. That actually works out perfectly. Wow. So I got 20 points here to get maximum buffing on my buffs. 25 points here to get 50 induction. Max out this skill tree for -2 on magic skills. Then 20 points here for the auto regen 40. Oh, 40 HP auto regen. And my Mako is the same as always, but she's the commander, so it doesn't matter. Attacks. Alice, you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You just need Little Legion and your 2 Parials. Yomo, you need your Meteor Sword attack thingamabob. This is full screen. This is the attack you learn at level 90. It hits 1 to 6 times. Small plus power. But for some reason it has insane damage compared to Slash of Eternity. This is called Slash of Reincarnation. This is a Human Realm sword stance. This is Full Moon Slash. This is a crit, a buff thingamabob. This gives you more crit rate. So that's good to bring along, and I think that's all I need to bring. Yep, that's all I need to bring. Cool. Raimo. You need full screen amulet attack. I think you learned this at level 85. You need your last spell. You don't need light manipulation, I'll tell you that much. Let me bring in my single target barrier. Because I can. Then we have needles and your heal. So that's cool. Marissa, level 3 laser, Milky Way, rapid fire spark. That's Master Spark. This is Final Master Spark, and this is I think this is something. I forget what this attack is called, but it's a strongest Mystic Elemental attack that's not a laser. It has a large area of effect, so that's pretty nice. I don't even need Master Spark. I'm going to bring in Galaxy as well, just because I can, just in case. So Bjarkan has accuracy up, weapon enhance, spell enhance, dark heal. This probably won't help me at all, to be quite honest. Let's bring dark heal. No, let's bring elemental weapon. No. No. Oh, what do I do? Oh. No, let's leave it like that. So we have dark heal, light and dark defense up for your entire party, and light healing spell card for permanent status effects if they occur. Okay. I am now done explaining. So what I'm going to do very quickly is check out if I can make the Vivianzi Excalibur or not. If I can, that would make things way easier for me. Because then I don't need to worry about healing Alice as much. So let's go check it out, yo. Sorry for taking so long to explain all that crap. Nope, need 3 more iron ore. That makes me a little bit sad. Can I make it though? I know I can make iron ore, but can I make enough? Nope, can't make it. Okay. Show's over, folks. Let's go do stage 27 boss fight. Now, do note that I'm using Poison Shield formation for all 3 parties. So that is one thing to note. Poison Shield formation is actually very good, to be quite honest.